What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. You know, when you make an appointment and you say you're going to be home at 12:45 and I'm there at 12:44 and now it's 12:53, we have a problem. We have a failure to communicate. You call with a problem, we show up, and they're not here. And I already know that when I call them up, whether it's right now or 5 minutes from now, the answer is always the same. I'll be there in 2 minutes. Or I'll be there in 5 minutes. And then 5 turns into 15. And it's never 2 or 5 minutes. Ever. What is wrong with people? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am at my next service call. Customer's complaint is that the first floor system is not cooling. There we go. Well, at least the system isn't running and frozen, because that would suck, right? Or should I sell it is frozen? Yep. About this one. So when you have a frozen system, we have a restriction of airflow or a refrigerant flow problem, like a metering device or something like that, right? Generally, dirty filter is the case. Generally, right? System's frozen. Could also be low refrigerant. So this system, I don't know how many years ago we put it in, but this is an R410A system. We installed it several years ago. Also, a good technician of observing their surroundings, right? Take a look at this leak on the pool heater. You might as well use Flex Seal, huh? Yep. And what's even worse about this is that the pool is above grade. See, it's an above ground pool, and this is below the elevation of that. So if that were to come out, you're gonna drain the pool. No bueno. All right, so I'm a little early. Homeowner should be home in a few moments. They said around 12:45, and it is 12:44 on Thursday, July 9th, 2026. I wonder how the evaporator is, because you know if the compressor is frozen, then the evaporator is going to be frozen too. But maybe, just maybe, this is not the first floor system, and that is. So I'm putting my ear up against it. Nothing. Let's wait for the homeowner to get home. I'm gonna guess no one's home yet.
Hello.
Hi, Mike from Pipe Doctor.
Yeah, how you doing, Mike?
I'm at your front door.
Living down the block. I'm like down the block. I'll be right there in a couple minutes.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks.
All right, bye. Every single time without fail. Oh! All right.
You guys been here before?
We've been here many times, yes.
And it's sort of blowing, but sort of not blowing.
Well, let's see what's doing, because I've already diagnosed outside, so.
Okay, good. Would you diagnose outside?
System's frozen.
Frozen, wipe the freeze.
Maybe dirty filter.
Really?
When's the last time you changed the filter?
Changes every year.
Every year? Yeah, no, it makes more frequent than that. Where's the filter that you changed?
Well, this is because it's the bottom of the filter is down here. I think it was.
Like, it looks brand new. So if this was just changed and it was filthy, because the system's frozen outside. That's why I ask.
Filter was changed probably in the spring.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. It looks brand new. That's why I say that.
Yeah, I know. I checked. My son said that his filters were dirty. That's why his system was. My son lives in Woodmere. So
Yes, I know he's my neighbor. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Sign it.
Where's the thermostat for the air? Is it this one?
Yeah, this one. Right here.
Okay.
See if I turn it on.
The unit outside comes on,
Right.
but I don't hear it. Nothing's coming
comes
out.
Exactly. It was coming out a little bit here, a little bit coming out here.
All right, we're gonna go into that crawl space once. I got gloves, knee pads, my drill, my 1/4 and 5/6 driver. Should probably take a needle nose too, in case I need to do a little digging. My needle nose is right there. Okay. I could take my whole tool bag, but I don't want to. So, multimeter, headlamp, gloves, 5/16 1/4 driver, needle nose, drill, Phillip bit, knee pads. Let's go. Wow. I have never seen a unit such covered in condensation. Even the insulation is saturated. Wow. My God. Just when you thought you've seen it all, huh? Let's give them the great news. All right, so we have all this water on the return. All the panels are soaking wet. The floor, the drain pan, inside, this is all water. This is all wet. All the ductwork is dripping wet. And the insulation is mold, and it's all damp. And that motor is dead. You know what? I'm happy that I went back into the crawl space for a second time to take that detailed video, because it appears this is well beyond, you know, the evaporator coil froze up. There's ductwork well behind the air handler in the crawl space that's literally dripping water. There's pools of water in the crawl space floor. Literally, it looks like someone took a garden hose and sprayed everything down. Now, yes, did the evaporator coil freeze into a big giant block of ice the size of the Titanic? Absolutely. Absolutely 1,000%. But does that correspond to the amount of water that's in that crawl space? Nope, sure doesn't. So I advise them to, speak to their insurance broker or agent for their homeowner's insurance and see what's covered, what's not. But we also isolated and closed the valve for the hydronic heating boiler. It has, like 30 zones in this home. There is radiant heat, hydronic radiant heat in the flooring directly above. So if there's a leak in that radiant heating system causing all this, well, you can imagine how quickly things escalate here. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me get your thoughts and feedback in the comments section down below. I got to go head back to this install that we're doing in Atlantic Beach before it looks like it's going to pour. So let me get back there quick, help out Daniel and Derek finish up that install. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be well, God bless, stay safe. I think I need a haircut. Nope, just got to tuck it in.